everyone, welcome back to Skill Learn. In our today's video, we are going to continue our lesson 4. So in the previous video, you might have completed a few of the topics, right? Which was regarding the cell address nomenclature. Then we talked about that how do you select a particular cell or range. So that is also something we discussed. Then we discussed about how do you copy or move the data from one particular cell to or from one particular range to another range, right? So within the Excel cells, right, if you want to, let's say, cut and paste the data or move the data, or let's say copy and paste the data, how exactly we are going to do that. Then lastly, we talked about one last topic, which is called as paste special. So all these topics were already covered in our last video. Now in our today's video, we are going to continue with our lesson 4, and we'll try to basically complete the entire lesson. For that's what my focus would be today. So the very first thing that we are going to talk about is go to special dialog box. Okay, go to special dialog box. So this is going to be our first topic. Oh, I've written special 2 times. Okay, so just cut it down. Right. So we are going to talk about go to special dialog box. Then in the next topic, we are going to talk about how to work on find and replace. Okay, so how do you work on find and replace, or how exactly do you how would you be able to find data within an Excel sheet or Excel workbook? That we are going to understand. Okay, then the third topic that we are going to discuss would be about adding comments. Okay, so let's say if you are working on an Excel sheet, and like it could be any possible reason, right, that you are reviewing the Excel sheet of your colleague, or if your manager is reviewing your sheet, so they can put up comments. Okay, they can put up comments on the sheet itself, so that you can just go through the comments and resolve. If they have any questions or queries, you can resolve using the comments feature. Then the last one would be quick analysis. Okay, so the last topic that we are going to discuss in our today's video would be on quick analysis. Okay, so this is going to be our area of focus for today. Now let's jump on to Microsoft Excel, and let's try to start understanding from the very first topic. So the topic is going to be go to special dialog box. Right. Now let's try to understand that what do we mean by go to special. Okay, so towards your left side right now, you'll be able to see that there is a data set that we have, wherein you have the employee ID, right, and then you have full name, you have job title, you have age, you have hire date. So there are a lot of different information which is currently visible on the table. I would not say table, but basically it is representing as a what do we call it, like we can consider it as a table, but in Excel, table is a different thing. Okay, table is basically wherein you use table in order to create the charts, bar graph, and automated dashboard. We are going to talk about table. We can call it as a range. Okay, so the entire area where the data is currently available, this is called as range. I think in the last video or the previous videos, I have already taught you this, but if you don't remember it, so just try to recall it now. So this entire region where the data is present, it is called as range. Now we were talking about go to special. So currently, if you'll see the data range that you have, it is very small, right? Only I would say like starting from here, like the row 1 till row 20, you have the data. But what if the data which is present on your sheet and within your workbook, let's say if there are 5 lakh entries. Okay, if there are 5 lakh entries within your Excel sheet, and out of those 5 lakh entries, if you have to find certain columns, okay, or certain rows or certain cells where there are errors, okay, where there are errors, when I say error, what do you mean by error? Error means like either the formula is not correct or not properly applied, or either let's say you are like due to some or the other reason, the data which is there in a particular cell is not correct and it is showing division error or something like that. Okay, so this is what we call it as error. Now currently we have a very small data set, and I want you to understand that how this small data set can be used and referred in order to use the go to special dialog box or go to special functionality in Excel. Now, as the name suggests, go to special means like it will take you to a particular place through which you can just simply say that I want to select a particular. So here if you'll see, like there are different columns, right? You have employee ID, you have full name, you have job title, you have age, you have hire date, annual salary. Now, if I say that I only want to select those columns or those cells which only has text in it. Okay, so if I only want to select those cells or those columns which only has text within it, how we are going to do that? So we'll use go to special dialog box for it. Okay, now how you will be using it? So the very first thing that you need to do here is you simply just one moment. Actually, I'm currently recording this session, so the record thing, like I'm doing it on Zoom, so that's why I'm unable to move the share thing. Just one second. It will take little time to move upside, because I'm like, although you might be able to see the home insert tab, but I am unable to click on it because the sharing screen thing is coming on my screen right now. Let me try to move it downwards. Okay. Now here, if you'll see, we have like under the home tab, if you'll go here, like under the editing section or editing group, under this particular drop down, you will be able to see a button called as go to special. Okay, now as I said earlier as well, that go to special means that you need to go to special means like it will help you to select a particular specific type of data. That's what we call it as go to special. Now before actually selecting, you need to select the range, right, from where you want to find out the data. So let's say if I want to find out that how many columns or cells we have where we have text data type, or we have only text within it, right? So actually before finding it out, you'll have to select that range. Then only go to special will work. So basically what we'll do is that first we'll select. Now I have already taught you about the selection procedure, that you can simply left click and drag and select the entire range, or you can simply go within that particular range and click Control A and it will automatically get selected, right? So here what I'll do is that I'll go to this editing section or editing group. Under the find and select this icon which you see here, like basically a magnifying glass. So you click on this drop down and then you have like a button called as go to special. The moment you click on it, the go to special dialog box appears here. Okay, now here if you'll see go to special, like it has multiple things, like you can go to you can go on notes, you can go on constant, formulas, blanks. You can select, like if there is any blank cells within that particular selected range, you can select current region, current array when you're using array formulas. Then you can use to find objects, right? You can use to find row differences, column differences, precedent, dependents, right? Conditional formatting, data validation. So it could be used for multiple things. Okay, so let me help you understand about this. Okay, about how you are going to use this. Now if I go on to the constant, so can you see it enables certain options here. So within this particular selected range, if I want to select only numbers, or if I want to select only text or logical or errors, so what I'll do is that right now let's try to select only numbers. Okay, so I've unchecked text, logicals and errors, and I'll hit OK. So can you see it has only selected the particular range where it has numbers. Same way, again, I'll do Control A. I'll go here and then go to special dialog box. Now I'll select constant, and this time I'll only select text. Okay, and the moment I do that, can you see the entire text area got selected? So this is how you'll be able to find certain things. Now let me create error intentionally. So how you create an error? So let's say I'll just do equal to, select a particular cell and divide it by 0. Automatically the division error will appear. Okay, so what I've done is that I've created this error intentionally, and I'll only sorry, what I'll do is that I'll try to create this error only at certain selected places. Okay. Now what I'll do is that I'll select the entire area, Control A, then I'll go to special. Okay. And here under go to special, I'll go to constants, and under constants, I'll simply uncheck everything and select errors and hit OK. Okay. Why it says no? Just one moment, huh? I'll select the range, go to special. Sorry, it should not come under constants, na? The error, like, because I've, okay, let me clarify what happened. So basically in Excel, what happens if you have error within a particular cell? Okay, so that will be considered as a constant error only if it is not applied as a formula. So here what I've done is that when I was creating this division error, how this division error was created? This division error was created by adding equal to, selecting the cell which is F2 and dividing it by 0. So whenever you apply equal to in front of anything, that will become a formula. Okay, so you have to remember this, that whenever you apply equal to between in front of anything in Excel, that will become a formula. So that's why when I used constant and then I asked to find out the error, it showed that 0 cells has any error, because it is now not a constant, it is a formula. Okay, I hope you're understanding it. So let me just clear this up and again show it to you. Right, again, let me select this entire range, go to special, now this time formula, and then errors, and hit OK. Now can you see all the error thingy got selected? Whichever cells which had error within it got selected. Okay, now let me make you understand about the precedent and sorry, not precedent. Basically under the go to special, we have certain things now. Yeah, precedent dependence. So what do you mean by precedent dependence? And if you want to select the blanks, okay, so here let's say if I want to select the blanks of the within a particular cell, so let's say if you have 5 lakh entries, and within those 5 lakh entries there are certain cells where you have not entered any data, and if you want to select those data, how you're going to do that? So what you'll do is that you'll select the entire range, go to special, and now there is a shortcut as well for going to go to special, which is F5. Okay, so the moment you click on F5, it will take you to go to dialog box, and when you click on special, it will take you to go to special dialog box. Okay, so let me first write it down, and then we are going to use the go to special dialog box in order to find out the blanks as well. Okay, so shortcut to go to special, dialog box. Right, so the shortcut would be FN if you're using the laptop keyboard, so FN plus F5. Okay, so this is going to be the shortcut for you. So it will first take you to go to dialog box. Okay, and from the go to dialog box there is a special button as well. So when you click on the special button, it will take you to the go to special dialog box. Okay, so this is the shortcut. You can simply note it down somewhere, and you can create your own what I would say, you can create your own notes or a cheat code kind of a sheet where you can just note it down. Right, let me erase this up and let's come back to what we were discussing. So now here, if you'll see there, now when I hit Control A, this entire range gets selected, right? This entire range from this particular row, sorry, from this particular column till this particular column, and then from this row right, from row 1 till row 20. So this entire range gets selected. Now when I'm selecting this entire range, what is happening is, like, you can just observe. So in this entire range, all the column, like column A, column B, column C, column D, column E, column F, there is no blank cell. But in column G, when I created it in order to show you the error thingy, which we want to understand that how you can find out the errors. So I left certain blank cells, right? So here, if you'll see, these all are the blank cells which is available. Now let's suppose that I have 5 lakh rows, and then I have like around let's say 150 columns. So in that particular case, like, finding out the blank cells would become very difficult, right? You cannot simply scroll up and down and then try to find it out. So you can use the go to special dialog box. Okay, and how you can use it. So let's suppose I'll just go here, select this entire range, and then I'll simply go to special. I can use this also, or I can use the shortcut, which is F5. It will take me to go to special, sorry, go to dialog box. And when I click on special, it will take me to go to special. Now what I'll do is that I'll select the blanks and hit OK. So can you see now it has only selected those cells which is blank, which does not have any information, any data. Okay, same way I'll make you understand the precedent and dependent, conditional formatting, data validation, and the other things as we move ahead in other lectures. Slowly, steadily, I'm going to teach you that also. Don't worry about that. Now, so let's say I have information like 10, 20, 30. Now I need to sum it up. So I'll simply do equal to select this range plus, sorry, not select this range, this cell, then plus next cell, plus next cell, and hit enter. The moment I do it, it shows me 60 as total of these 3 cells. Now what I'll do is that I'll just hit Control A. I selected this particular range. I'll simply go to special, and here what I'll do is that I'll select dependents and hit OK. Now the moment you hit dependent, what it did is that it selected 60. Why? Because this particular cell, which is cell M5, it is dependent on these 3. The addition of these 3 cells makes the total of this particular cell, or enters the value in this particular cell. So that's what we mean by dependents. Now again, I'll select the region, right click, I'll select the region, go to special, and then I'll select on precedent and hit OK. Now it will select these 3. Okay, so precedent means the cells which are independent of itself. Okay, and dependent means the data which is dependent on a particular cell values, that is called dependents. Okay, so that's how you are going to use precedent and dependents. Right, so I hope you have understood it, how you're going to use the go to special dialog box. Again, what I'll do is that I'll select this particular range, right, and then I'll go to special. And under this, if you'll see, you have an option to select the conditional formats as well. Like conditional formats, we'll do it later on, but we have objects as well, which sorry, no, we don't have any objects right now. I'm going to teach you about objects in the coming lectures. Don't worry about it. Right, so here if you'll see, I can use conditional format and hit OK. Now we don't have any conditional format. Let's first try to apply conditional formatting. So what I'll do is that I'll select this entire range, and I'll go here under conditional formatting. We have a dedicated video on conditional formatting that we are going to bring up in the coming days, so don't worry about that. Okay, so here I'll go to color scales, and what I'll do is that I'll just apply this. Okay, so this shows that this is the highest, this is the lowest, right? These 2 cells are almost lowest. So this is how the conditional formatting is applied, and this shows that in which employee salary is the most, which employee salary is the least. And what I'll do is that I'll select this region. Now I'll go here, I'll go to special, then I'll go to conditional format and hit OK. The moment I do, the conditional format data gets selected. Okay, so that's how you're going to use the go to special dialog box. I hope you have understood the go to special thingy, and what do you mean by go to special, how you're going to work on go to special. Now let's go back and try to understand the next topic which we need to use, and which is find and replace. Okay, so how you are going to use find and replace, like if you want to find a particular data in Excel, so how you are going to use it. So let me just make you understand that as well. So let me just do Control Z, delete all these I would say the additional things that I put in order to make you understand and bring back this entire range into the normal format. Okay. Now, let's say you have more than 5 lakh entries. Okay, I'm just taking an example. Let's say you have more than 5 lakh entries, and in those 5 lakh entries, I want you to find the information about a particular employee. Okay, so this particular will not help you. I'm going to open up a new workbook. Okay, right. So let me first erase all these things. Cool. Now, here if you'll see, can you see there are a lot of information, a lot of entries. How many entries are there? Like, I think around 1000 entries. And if I say that I want to understand about a particular employee, and I'll just pick up randomly any employee. Okay, so Excel Santos. Okay, so Excel Santos is one of our employee. Okay, and I'll just add here Excel Santos. Okay, so Excel Santos is one of our employee, and there are 1000 employee in this entire organization. Now, out of these 1000 employees, I due to any of the reason, okay, or let's create a positive scenario. Okay, so Excel Santos, earlier he was a senior analyst, okay, under the accounting department. Now he has become the accounting manager. Now, as Axel Santos has become an accounting manager, his salary earlier was 94,400 dollars. So this was salary. Now the organization has decided that his salary will get increased to $1,50,000. Okay, so that is going to be his yearly salary. Now I want to update this Excel and then upload it in the backend so that the information gets uploaded. Now in this entire 1000 entries, finding Excel Santos, do you think it's an easy job? No, like you'll have to sit here, just observe where is Excel, and it would be very difficult. So what you are going to use? You are going to use find and replace. So the moment you come here, you have an option which is called as find. Okay, under the editing group, you click on find and the find and replace dialog box will open up. Now you'll type Excel space Santos. Okay, and the moment you click on find all, it will show you Excel Santos from all this data that you have. Okay, so automatically it has selected the row which has Excel Santos. Now we need to update the information, right? We need to update the information about Excel Santos. So what I'll do is that I'll select update his detail from senior analyst to accounting manager. Okay, then what I'll do is that I'll update his salary from $94,422 to $1,50,000. Right? So this is his salary now. So everything gets updated. But let's suppose I want to find out, and currently, let's take an example that find. So I basically made you understand that how you are going to use find, and you can manually replace the information. But in case, let's say, let's suppose that is there a cell called as country? Okay, we have a country cell. Right, so here if you'll see, we have a column, not cell, column, which is country. Now currently if you'll see, there are 3 countries: Brazil, China, and United States. Now how many employees are there in Brazil? Okay, so in Brazil we have, I think, 140 employees. Right, now out of this 140 employees which we have in Brazil, let's say the company is deciding that the operation for Brazil is going to be the operation of Brazil is going to be shut down, and everyone is going to move to United States. Right, so all employee is going to now work under the United States department, not under the Brazil department. So Brazil department is going to be shut down properly, like fully. So what I'll do is that I'll again try to find out. Now I'll use find and replace. So I'll hit control. So one option is that you go to the editing section, and then under this icon, right, the magnifying glass icon, you would simply click on the drop down, and from here you can simply click on find and then work accordingly. There is a shortcut as well. Okay, the shortcut is that you can use Control F. Okay, the moment you hit Control F, it will open up the find and replace dialog box. Now from here, I'll try to find out Brazil. Okay, now the moment I hit Brazil and click on find all, it will show you all the cells which has Brazil in it. Okay, so cell L85, L89, L99, then L133 has Brazil. Now what I'll do is that I have found out all the cell where we have Brazil in it. Right, now I'm going to replace it, and I'll click on replace, and I'm going to replace it with United States. The moment I hit replace all, can you see all done? We made 139 replacements. Okay, so all the replacements was done, and now I'm going to upload this particular data in my backend so that the people would be able to see that they have been transferred from the Brazil region to the United States region. Okay, so that's how you're going to use the find and replace functionality in Excel. Right. The third thing that we are going to talk about is about adding comments. Okay, so how you're going to work on adding comments. Now, let's say this is the Excel workbook. And again, I'm just going to take an example of Excel Santos only. Okay. Now, let me do Control Z, and just bring back Excel Santos here. So this is the cell for Excel Santos. Now, let's say I am the manager, okay, and you are my employee. So if I want to say that, like, this is the workbook where let's say I'm the HR manager and you are the HR analyst. So if I say that, hey, Excel Santos is now, his information is like his designation is updated in our organization. Earlier he was a senior analyst, now he has become a accounting manager. All right, so in that particular case, can you please update the information? Now there are two ways to do it. Either I come to you and say that, can you please update it? Second, as we both are working on the same Excel file, then I can put up a comment for you selecting Excel Santos. And what I'll do is that I'll just right click on Excel Santos, and in the bottom, I have an option to add new comment. Okay. Right, just one moment. Right click and new comment. Right, the moment you add a new comment here, it will start showing you your name, whomsoever is adding the comment, and you'll just put up here, can you please update the info for Excel Santos as he has been promoted to accounting manager and his salary is $1,50,000. And now I can ask anyone from my team to update this particular information about Excel Santos. Now I have added the comment, right? And anyone who wants to access this particular comment, they'll come to this particular sheet or workbook, and the moment they hover on this particular comment, they'll be able to find this. But if you want to see, like if I've added multiple comments and you want to understand that where that particular comment information, or like what are the, how many comments I've added, so if you want to see that, so you simply go to the search bar, type comment, and then you'll be able to see a action button which is called as show comments. And the moment you click on it, you'll be able to see all the comments or the comments threads towards your right, which you can either go and resolve or do whatever you want to do, Hannah. So that's how you're going to use the comments. I hope this is understandable. Now, the last topic is about quick analysis. Okay, quick analysis. Now, how this quick analysis thing work? I'll go back to my smaller and the older sheet. Just one moment. Right, and let me erase everything that I've added here about Excel Santos. Cool. Now here, if you'll see, um, in Excel, we have an inbuilt feature which, like, when you are doing the analysis, what you're doing, you are adding bar chart, you are adding line graphs, you are adding conditional formatting, you are formatting your data so that you can generate insights from it, right? That's what you're doing in Excel. That's why you're working as a data analyst or as a business analyst. Now, Excel has an inbuilt feature where if you select a particular range, a small icon appears in your bottom end of the range. And when you click on it, it shows you certain, like, let me, uh, okay, let's use this. Right. So here if you'll see, like, it automatically generates certain insights. So can you see, like, when I'm hovering on color scale, icon set, or greater than, or top 10, or clear format, this is how it is working. And it is, even I have some charting option as well, like a clustered chart. Then you have like the another clustered bar chart. Then you have column clustered chart, and then stacked column chart, and few, so on and so forth. Then if you want to add the total, or if you want to add count, average, anything, right? So this is also, it helps you to do it automatically. So quick access toolbar is basically is helping you to generate insight from your existing data quickly. Okay, but it depends, like, because it's a predefined thing in Excel, so sometimes it can generate right information, it can generate wrong information, or sometimes you might be looking for something else and it is showing some other thing, right? So it could be a possibility. But yeah, if you have a small data set, and if you have predefined information that you want to show, so you can just use this quick access toolbar in Excel, which will help you start generating the insights quickly. Okay, so this is how you are going to use the uh, quick access toolbar. And this was the last topic. And with this, we have come to the end of our today's lecture. In the next basically in the next video lecture that you are going to watch, we are going to talk about the next topic, that is on managing the worksheets. Okay, so the next topic that we are going to focus on is going to be on managing worksheets. Okay, so this is what we are going to talk about in the lesson 5. And I hope you are enjoying the lecture. If you are understanding it, that's very good. If you are not, then please book one-on-one sessions with me or any of the skill learn mentor, and we'll be able to help you with all your doubts. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have a great day.